Welcome to This Explainer. You know, we all like to think our phones are these impenetrable digital fortresses, right? But the reality is, there's a back door that millions of people are leaving wide open every single day. Today, we're going to look at a practice that seems completely harmless on the surface, but is actually a massive vulnerability for your device: the hidden dangers of third-party AKP files. Look at this quote. This one small APK file can completely destroy your phone in minutes. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I promise you that isn't fear-mongering. It's the stark, absolute reality. The sheer scale of this danger is honestly staggering. Millions of people fall for this trap daily, literally risking their entire digital identities just to get a free app or a mod for a game. They hit download thinking, hey, what could possibly happen? Well, as you'll see, the consequences are absolutely disastrous.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our roadmap for the explainer today. First, we'll look at the invisible mobile threat. Second, the anatomy of an APK. Third, the hidden dangers inside. Fourth, exposing the hacker's trap. And finally, how to stay safe.
Section 1. The invisible mobile threat. Silent devastation.
So before we figure out exactly how these attacks happen, we really need to realize what's actually on the line here. When a mobile device gets breached through a malicious download, the fallout touches pretty much every single part of your life. Hackers use these compromised files to steal your personal photos, hijack your accounts, and yeah, even drain your bank account. And you know what the absolute scariest part is? It happens completely silently in the background. Once the wrong file is installed, the damage just operates undetected. There are no alarms, no flashing red warnings. Your phone just quietly starts handing over your private information to a cybercriminal.
Moving right along to Section 2, Anatomy of an APK. What are we actually downloading?
Okay, the absolutely crucial point here is understanding this simple acronym. APK stands for Android Package Kit. Very simply, it's the standard installation file format used for distributing and installing Android applications. If you've ever used a Windows computer and downloaded a .exe file to install a software program, well, an APK is the exact same concept, just built for the Android operating system. It's basically a little digital container that holds all the necessary pieces an app needs to install and run smoothly on your device.
And this brings us to the real core of the problem, where that file actually comes from. On the one hand, we have safe sources, like the official Google Play Store or the Samsung Galaxy Store. These are heavily monitored, secure ecosystems that are actively scanning for threats all the time. On the other hand, we have the dangerous sources. Guys, this is the absolute wild west of the internet. We're talking about random mod websites, shady Telegram groups, Discord servers, and those fake links hidden deep in YouTube comments. Downloading an APK from these unverified third-party sources completely removes all those safety nets provided by the official stores. You're basically flying blind.
Section 3. Hidden dangers inside, the modern Trojan horse.
So what exactly is packed inside these unofficial downloads? Let's break it down. First up, banking Trojans. The severity here is just terrifying. They actively capture your banking passwords right as you type them. They can even overlay a completely fake yet perfectly identical login screen just to steal your one-time password codes. Next, there's spyware. This nasty stuff tracks your GPS location, scours your private files, and get this, it can silently turn on your microphone or camera, literally spying on you. Finally, fake apps. Hackers meticulously design these to look exactly like trusted brands like Netflix, Spotify, or WhatsApp. They're just waiting to harvest your login credentials when you think you're getting a free premium upgrade.
Section 4. Exposing the hacker's trap, the psychology of free.
Now, you might be wondering, how do so many smart people end up installing this malware in the first place? Well, it all relies on human psychology. We all love free stuff, right? Here's how it goes down. Step 1, the temptation. You want something premium without paying for it, like ad-free Spotify, or maybe infinite coins in a mobile game. Step 2, the deceptive link. You're browsing a forum and you see a comment shouting, 100% working, no virus, with a link to a Telegram group. And because it's shared in a community setting, this artificial social proof kicks in and you just assume it's safe. Step 3, the silent infection. You download the APK. Maybe you actually get the free game, but behind the scenes, the malicious code deploys and the trap snaps shut without a single warning bell.
Finally, Section 5. How to stay safe, red flags, and digital armor. Let's talk about how to identify these threats before it's too late. Here are the critical warning signs you absolutely need to watch for. First and foremost, an app asking for way too many permissions. Think about this logically for a second.
Why on earth would a simple flashlight app ever need access to your contact list or your private text messages? Unless it plans to text your friends in the dark, it doesn't. That is a massive red flag. Also, pay close attention to your phone's physical performance. Does your battery drain unusually fast? Are you suddenly getting random pop-up ads out of nowhere? Has your phone just become super sluggish? These are major indicators that malicious code is secretly running, draining your phone's resources while it steals your data. So, to ensure those red flags never show up on your device, we need to build up your digital armor. Here is your highly actionable safety checklist. First, use official app stores exclusively. Stick to Google Play or the Samsung Galaxy Store. Period. Second, avoid cracked or modded premium apps entirely. Remember the golden rule. If it usually costs money and a random person is offering it for free, it's a trap. Third, scrutinize all requested app permissions before you hit accept. Fourth, keep Google Play Protect enabled always. It's specifically designed to scan your apps for harmful behavior. Never, ever disable it, even if some online tutorial tells you to. And finally, utilize a trusted mobile antivirus just to add an essential extra layer of threat detection to your device.
Which brings us to the ultimate irony of mobile cybersecurity. Sometimes, they simply wait for you to install the malware yourself. Hackers don't always need to execute these complex brute force attacks like you see in the movies. Instead, they just package up their malware in a shiny free wrapper, hand it to you, and politely ask you to open the door for them. It is the perfect modern-day Trojan horse. So, what should you take away from all of this? Well, it really comes down to one simple yet provocative question. Are you inviting the hacker in? Your phone is packed with the absolute most sensitive details of your entire life. Protecting it doesn't require a master's degree in computer science. It just requires vigilance. Cybersecurity starts with smart decisions. So the next time you see a link promising a free premium app, stop and ask yourself if those temporary savings are really worth handing a complete stranger total access to your digital life. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. Keep your digital armor strong, stay smart out there, and I'll catch you next time.